It's August 15th, which means that I have been here for 7 months and 15 days. I moved on New Year's Day, which makes it really easy to calculate. It's been good. I like Texas. I actually went back to Colorado for the Boulder Comedy Festival a month ago, a little over 6 weeks ago. One thing that trip showed me was that I like being in Texas more than I like being in Colorado. I was driving around in my old town, and all I could think was, I can't wait to get back to Austin. I really like Austin. The only snafu, money. God, why does money have to dictate where we are as far as our happiness level and where we are in life? I mean, money just makes everything so much easier. I've been at my job for 7 months, and I'm a commission-based hairstylist in a upscale salon, and I knew it would be a challenge to build all over again, start from scratch. I've been doing hair for 35 years, and I set my ego aside. I'm just going to, start all over, and I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Anytime that you're in a commission-based job, when you quit, they do not allow you to give a 2-week notice. They just tell you to leave immediately because they don't want you to take their customers with you wherever you go. And I understand that. Just telling the boss that day that will be my last day is very normal. I do feel shitty about it, but I gotta freaking eat. So I just wanted to, finish out the week. It is a busy week. It's back to school, so I will have a decent paycheck this week, but then it goes back to being slow again. There was 1 week where I had one haircut all week. I made like $50 that week, and then of course with taxes and everything else taken out, I pretty much could have had the week off, but I didn't have the week off because I was still scheduled. So it's not like I could have worked a different job, because I could have gotten booked with something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna still do hair, but I'm going into an independent living facility, and I'm going to run the salon there. There are over 100 residents, elderly people. It's this nice salon that they have right there on their in their, I don't know what they call it, campus, or on the property. Contained clientele. I'm nervous about it. I'm so nervous about it. I won't be able to charge what I charge at a bougie salon, but I just have to figure out how to make my prices enough so that I can survive, and enough that they're not bitching at me for my prices, which they'll probably do anyways, because, one lady, when I went to the facility last week and introduced myself, one lady pulled me aside and said, "How much are your haircuts?" I said, "I'm still trying to figure that out." And she said, "Well, the last lady charged $25 for a haircut." No, I mean, she may have, but that's why she's not working here anymore. I can't charge $25 for a haircut. I'm so nervous. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm finishing out my first week of working in an independent living facility as the hairstylist. And it's been a good week. When I got here on Monday, within an hour, there was a line of walkers out my door, waiting to make appointments. And everyone's been really grateful that I'm here. They came to get their hair cut, and then they'd come back the next day and tell me how much they liked their haircut. And it's been really fun just getting to know them and hearing their stories. They're also interesting. This is the silent generation. These are my parents' age. You know, they're a little old. They're older than baby boomers. These are the people that were born in the 30s and 40s, some even in the 20s. And I'm having a lot of fun. So far, so good. The only snafu, and I knew this would be a snafu, is they're bitching about my prices. But, you know, I gotta eat. I gotta eat. Let me give you a tour. I'm right outside the back entrance, and there is the entrance into like their great room. There's a whole grouping of couches right beyond that door, and they just sit out there lounging around like cats. When I go walk through there, all eyes are on me. I feel so popular. I feel like I'm a movie star or something walking through there. I know, my ego. But oh, and that noise is beyond this door is the elevator. So I get to hear that every day. Not a big deal. It's like when you live by a train track. I'll eventually not hear it anymore. Dryer chairs, because I am up to my ass in roller sets. And if you don't know what a roller set is, Google it, because that is something that this generation of women do a lot of. That's how they get their hair done. There are 2 styling chairs. I'm the only person here. And this chair, like, you turn it around, lean it back, and that's how you shampoo them. I had to put a bucket there because a lot of them can't get their head all the way back into the shampoo bowl. And so, you know, water's running everywhere. So figuring it out as we go. This is my 2nd week working in an independent living facility as the hairstylist. And it's not all rosy. There are some problems. Number one, a lot of these people, the residents, the elderly people, forget that they've made an appointment. And you know what it has been suggested that I do is go up to their apartment, knock on their door, tell them they have an appointment, and then bring them down, which, you know, that's going to take at least 20 minutes to do. So, you know, when you're working behind the chair, you don't have time to go and fetch everybody. I have done it a few times. I've taken the elevator up to the 4th floor, found the apartment, and, you know, the news is blaring so loud on the TV, I can hear it into the hallway. I knock on the door, and of course they can't hear me, so I've given up. And then if they do get their hair done at the end of the service, I tell them how much it'll cost them. And a few of them have said, I'm going to have to ask my daughter for the money. So write down your information and I'll pay you in a few days, which I have. And then they forget to ask their daughter. And so I've been stiffed a few times. You know, it's just physically hard as well. These are little elderly people, and it's hard for them to lean back into the shampoo bowl. And I've gotten a few people very wet, and they're not happy about it. I don't know. I hate to be a quitter, but I don't think this is working out. I feel like I'm stuck doing hair. I have a beauty school education. I've been doing this for 35 years. And looking for other employment, a lot of times you need a bachelor's degree for something that pays decently. I don't have that. I do have transferable skills, a lot of transferable skills. It doesn't matter. So if anybody on here wants to hire me for outside sales or something creative, customer service, you know, eventually I would love to have comedy financially support me, but I know I'm not there yet. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And please don't comment,
Thinking of you. I hope things get better for you. Blah.
I fucking hate those comments. I'm just sharing shit, all right? I'm not asking for sympathy or hugs. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please. Don't pity me. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. Just taking you along on the journey. Okay, thanks. Bye.